What's up, everybody? Dave Bartosiak here, and I've got another chart of the day for you. This time, I got to admit, I'm stealing a page out of Cooker's book. That's right. Kevin Cook has this in Taser. It's Rigetti Computing, ticker RGTI. This is a quantum computing play. Now, if you've seen the news, you'll know that Google made a big breakthrough in quantum recently, and that's caused a rally here. And I'll get into the, also there's a Citron note out this morning that, was a little bearish on it, but I want to get big picture here. So big picture is you've got this spike post IPO when kind of everything was going nuts back in, late 2021. And then a lot of negativity. I mean, this thing comes crumbling back down to be a penny stock. We're talking 36 cents, 30 cents and change. Or I guess 30 cents is the change. And recently it's really spiked up, hyperbolic here, pushed on through these previous highs, like this 350 range, which was a multi-year high, and now, over 6, maybe it'll be under 6. They got close to 8 earlier today. So, look at this though. Look at the big volume increase. I mean, this is a stock that was trading, a couple million a day. And now you have November 25th, rather. 274 million shares. Yesterday you had, 274 million shares. Then yesterday you had 247 million shares. Today you got 185 million shares. So a lot going on in terms of volume picking up, which is a good thing. That means there's interest in the stock. So there's a couple of different tools we can use to figure out, okay, well, how high can this go? One is taking these highs, coming back down to the lows, and getting some retracements. So should not come as a surprise that this stock found its way to that 23.6% retracement of the move lower, and that ended up being an area of resistance. Pretty cool, right? Because again, you could have drawn this fib here in May, and just a few months later, there's resistance at that level. So now we know that this is kind of in play. The next 38.2, 508, so just over 5. And if you notice, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit to make this easier. You have resistance at that level on December 9th. Stock gets up to 509, ends up closing down at 447, so there was some supply there. Then you get the spike yesterday. The next level came into play. Then the move today. Even further. So all of these fibs are becoming very, very relevant. Okay. So these are big picture kind of levels that we need to keep in mind. So that $8, basically $6.50, $5, $3.25. So you kind of keep those in mind, right? Okay. Now I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to zoom on in because now we're going to need to figure out from these lows to these highs. Now the stock's coming under a little bit of pressure, where it could potentially go should the selling continue. So that 50% level is down there at 434. You got 38.2 at 520. So these are key areas, and the last down at 350. So these are three very key levels should there be a more pronounced sell-off, where you want to see if investors are jumping back in. Again, got a little bit of negativity today. It's going to be interesting to see where this closes. And what you want to do is see where it's closing in relation to yesterday's action. So for the more shorter term folks, you have yesterday's open at 433, the high of 689, the close of 649. I think the 649 level is going to be most relevant for today as you're looking at yesterday's, you're looking at yesterday's close here, right? Can we finish above yesterday's close, or is this going to end up south of this fib and within the range of yesterday? So yes, very highly volatile and a ton of volume going out. So those are some of the key levels I'd be looking for as I'm trying to figure out what might happen here on Rigetti. That's ticker RGTI. And again, like I said before, Kevin Cook has this in Taser, and he absolutely killed it. I think he's got a 500% gain on this. So when you look big picture on the stock, there's still a long way to go to get to those all-time highs. These all-time highs are up close to 13. Now there has been dilution. They did do a raise, I think, down at $2 with more shares. So that's something to keep in mind. But just from those pure fibs, we do have some key levels here that are kicking in as something to take a look at. All right, folks, there you have it for my chart of the day. Rigetti Computing, ticker RGTI. If you're here on Zacks.com, be sure to follow the author. It's a button up there so you can get all of these videos as I release them. I do about 2 a week. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can see what everybody else is talking about, and come back next week to see what chart of the day I'm going to have in store. So for everybody here at Zacks, I want to say thank you, and I'll see you.